Hey guys, what's up? It's NuclearVideosHD and I'm here with the latest update for the Simpsons Tapped Out. Today we are here in Act 1, Part 3 of the music update, also known as the Homer Palooza update, where in the previous two videos we went through and completed Act 1 by going through and completing the quest line and all of the tasks that were necessary for completing the act, as well as unlocking all of the Act 1 prizes. So today in the third video we're going to go through and get the items that are available through the store. We have some interesting stuff here. We have a new building facade, a new building, I think another building, maybe a decoration, but it comes with two characters. And we also have another little decoration. But the shining star, definitely, of all of the items available through the store is Bleeding Gums Murphy. So just some background history on this character if you're not aware. And man, I'm just trying to think. The last time he appeared in a Simpson episode was probably like nearly 20 years ago. Actually, probably more like 25 years ago. And that's just crazy to think because he technically was killed off. I'm not sure what the reason was. I don't know if it was as complex as other characters being killed off, where their voice actor dies or they leave the show or something. I'm not sure, but he was pretty much retired from the show because his character died. So the fact that we get him in the game is really, really interesting. And he was kind of in the same boat as Marvin Monroe. I believe that they're both voiced by the same character, I think, or the same voice actor, rather. But they were both technically killed off but brought back to the game, which is cool. And a lot of people speculated pretty much the entire time that Tapped Out's been out that we were probably going to get Bleeding Gums Murphy. But I'll be completely honest in saying that I never once truly thought that they were going to add him into the game, just because he is a retired character and he died and all that stuff. So quite surprised with this one. So we'll get him last because he's so special. I guess we'll go and we'll get the festival fence first, just because it's just a festival fence and it probably does nothing. So yeah, kind of just goes there like a fence does. And next we'll get the Flaming Moe's, which is a facade for Moe's. And this is another thing that people have wanted for a really, really long time. And I was actually surprised that it took so long to add this in. But better late than never, I guess. So we'll purchase that. Okay. And I really apologize if that was really laggy. Whenever we're flying around town, it gets really laggy for some reason. So if that was really laggy right there, I do apologize. But anyway, here's Flaming Moe's. Your festival's full, clear some fans. Okay, so I guess my festival's full. But anyway, here's Flaming Moe's. Let's see if it does anything interesting. Wow. So, oh, wait a second. Oh, I thought that was specific for Moe's, Flaming Moe's facade, but I guess Moe's Tavern now earns some rate, which it never had before. It was one of those buildings you can only vandalize, but violating occupancy safety laws for profit is the building task for all of Moe's Tavern, apparently, and it earns 8 of our tickets every 4 hours. So that's interesting. I thought that would be specific to Flaming Moe's, which I suppose it's not. But Flaming Moe's, I guess, has nothing different than the other Moe's variants, other than, obviously, the exterior design. All the Moe's Taverns you can do the jam sessions in, so that's just not anything specific to the Flaming Moe's. Let's see, maybe if we send a character there, we can see if it has a new animation. Yes, it does. Okay, so the sign lights up. We have the Flaming Moe's sign, and we have the little flame coming from the cup is lit up as well. So that's pretty cool that we have that little animation for that building. Moe, I see over in the top left corner of the screen, has what looks to be a quest line associated with that, but we won't waste our time going through that because it's not necessary for the advancement of the game. So the next thing we'll get, and again, if this gets really laggy flying around town, I do apologize. So I'm just not going to say anything until we get to where I'm going. So hold on one sec. Alright, yeah, so I don't know, for whatever reason my town is just too big that it gets really laggy when I'm trying to fly around it. But we'll place down the Sungazer tour bus, and I'm really hoping that this does not lag me out because we're going to have to fly around Springfield to unlock 2 characters. So if that does happen, I do apologize in advance. It'll just be kind of an awkward jump ahead. So if that happens, then yeah. Okay, Freddie Freeman. It's not a law that bass players wear a hat, but it ought to be. And Shredder Stevens. Who doesn't love a 45-minute guitar solo? Okay, they go into and almost complete our Homerpalooza Rock 2017. And I do apologize really quick if this lags out. I'm going to have to fly somewhere in Springfield to meet up with these characters. So, yeah, let's cross our fingers. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Where did they go? I don't know. Usually you fly somewhere in Springfield and the character's there. I don't know why I didn't do that. But anyway, the Sungazer tour bus with the helicopter on top. When you click on it, the helicopter takes off and flies a couple feet in the air. And the Sungazer tour bus has some partying going on inside, which is pretty neat. So it's not a building, so it doesn't earn any rate. But let's go find those characters. I don't know what happened to them. For some reason, they never showed up in Springfield. So I'm going to go over to my stage over here and have them perform. That way we can find them. Here they are. Freddie Freeman and Shredder, whatever his name is. So we'll have these guys finish. And they both have tasks, which is funny. Alright, so I guess we're going to have to listen to their task real quick. After a lifetime of playing bass, I wish I could teach young people what I know. Why don't you make some internet videos on how to play? I hear that's pretty rewarding. Great idea. No more sitting around this bar day after day blowing money on beer. I have got to stop giving advice. Okay, so Freddie Freeman can make an instructional video for 60 minutes, shop for fedoras for 60 minutes, walk the bass for 8 hours, record for an unreleased album for 12, and add flared outfits for 24. So he's walking to bass. So I guess that's that task, which is pretty cool. And the other guy, Shredder, Freddy, your money troubles are over. We are going back on the road. You know what they say about your 6th farewell tour. That we should stop calling them farewell tours? No, that after you rent the tour bus 5 times, the 6th time is free. Make Shredder Stevens work on a set list. Okay, so Shredder Stevens can work on a set list, obviously, for 2 hours. Remove Vest Lint for 60 minutes. Record for an unreleased album for 12. Work on a new lick for 24. And mainline electrolytes for 8 hours. So both those characters, I assume, are unvoiced because the other characters we got were unvoiced as well. But they're all helpful in going to our rock stage to play. So last but not least, the big shining star of the update, so far at least, is Bleeding Gums Murphy, who we will unlock as soon as we get to some open land. Another thing I want to mention now that I'm over here and I remembered, this strip of land over here, for some reason, is unable to have roads placed on it. So I'm not sure why. I think it's just a glitch. Obviously, they're probably going to fix it once they get wind of it. But I saw some people freaking out about it. So don't worry. It'll be fixed as soon as possible. For now, just build around it, make do, whatever you got to do. Also, another thing, and this is not a glitch. For whatever reason, the update decided to remove the ability to upgrade your Money Mountain or your World's Largest Redwood. For whatever reason, the update removed that feature. Obviously, it'll bring it back after the update leaves. I don't know if it had something to do with just too much stuff going on, but for now, if you're working on your Redwood or your Money Mountain, you're unable to work on them during these major events now. Not sure if that's a glitch or why they did it, but that's the case for now, so don't freak out if that's not working. It's just momentarily there for the update. Okay, so last but not least, we have the Jazz Hole, which for 165 donuts, that's kind of pricey. But like I said before, you get a major character, which a lot of people will pay that price for. So it's from the Season 1, Episode 6, Moaning Lisa, and it earns what appears to be 135 cash and 15 XP every 4 hours. So we'll place this down, the Jazz Hole. Luckily, it's only a 6-second task to build. And again, we're probably going to have to fly around Springfield to meet up with Bleeding Gum, so hopefully we don't lag out when it does that. Oh, yay, he's right here. Never mind. Bleeding Gums Murphy, you know you play pretty well for someone with no real problems. Okay, he goes into our C-list celebrity category and completes it, which is nice. And he actually, I honestly think he's probably voiced. I'm unable to show off the sound for this, I apologize, but I think he is voiced because I'm 100% sure, well, 99% sure that he's voiced by the same person as Marvin Monroe. And Marvin Monroe is voiced, so I'm pretty sure that he's voiced. Anyway, Bleeding Gums Murphy, I thought you were dead. Oh, I am, but I have been sent down from heaven to help the people of Springfield. What took you so long? Musician problems. You think it's hard to kick booze down here? You should try some of the gin they distill in heaven. Now come on, let's get musically reacquainted. Pull out your sax. Make Bleeding Gums Murphy play sax with Lisa. Okay, Bleeding Gums Murphy can obviously play sax with Lisa for 4 hours, catch up on modern music for 60 minutes, play jazz for 4 hours, hoard Fabergé eggs for 8, listen to sax on the beach for 12, and hang out and jam for 24. So that's his little play jazz task. He's right next to Weird Al Yankovic, so they're just playing together. But it's just really weird to see him in the game. I don't know. Just because we've waited so long to have him, it's just kind of weird to see. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if he has any tasks for the jazz hole, but we'll go and check that out right now. So the jazz hole, which says closed caption scat translation available. Seat translations available. I don't know. That's way too small for me to read. But anyway, the jazz hole says mellowing your harsh is the building task, and like I said before, it earns 135 cash and 15 XP every 4 hours. So I'm not sure what the sound is. I'm sure it has something to do with jazz, and the animation is probably the lights come on. So yeah, that's the jazz hole, Bleeding Gums Murphy, the Sun Gazer tour bus, and the 2 new characters, Freddy and the other guy, Shredder. Freddy and Shredder, and the little fence that we got for the concert fence, whatever it was called. So that's it for Act 1, really. That's all the items available through the store. The other video we went through and we did the prizes and the rest of the stuff that just comes regularly through the quest line. Really all there is left to do for Act 1, well, this isn't really Act 1, but we still have to do the Weird Al Yankovic prizes, and we eventually have to find time to do the Quickie merch, which is the craftable item. So sometime during the week I'll find time to do that. I have a feeling we're going to get crammed with a lot of videos, so for some people that might be a good thing, for others it might be annoying, I don't know, but we definitely have a lot of videos to come. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on tapping, and peace out.